They're having fun in episode 2 of this action-packed session. This is the Gambly session. Get ready. Hold on to your hats.
You're running like a god over here.
I mean, you guys are pretty even pre-flop.
Yeah.
Referring to Kevin's massive upswing already. Made quad aces against Stewart. Got it all.
Yeah.
That was last episode.
You both have queens.
Raised to 125.
Both have queens. You had queens. You had a queen.
As we can see, the $40 straddle or blind raise is on. These guys have been doing that.
Button calls.
The 7-3s, of course, can't fold.
Straddle folds.
Testing the theory.
Neither 7-3 can fold.
Yeah. Isn't that fun?
I would be. I'd be testing all the theories.
I'm just here to springboard the top. I'm not going to call.
Good flop for Stewart.
200. Fold. Fold.
That's right.
Hasn't been that easy most of the time.
No, there's a lot of... Well, there's a lack, I should say, of capitulation so far
Yes.
on this table. And you guys, if you watch last episode, you'll see it. And
40, 80, 160. He's going to go 320.
No.
Huh? What? Did you,
I'll,
why did
I'll
you
run
bring it
out,
up?
I'll run out of
When we do
money
what?
if I keep going 320.
Oh, I don't know.
A lack of caring about money, as well as you can see, we've always got the double blind raise on at least so far.
I mean, last episode, Danny put out $320 blind.
Yep.
It's like the 5th raise pre-flop blind.
Well, you know.
Raised to 40.
Your heyday was 22 years ago.
Fold.
Was it?
Raised to 120.
It feels like a discount.
I feel like the
Button
best
calls.
is yet to come with you, Jonathan.
Blinds fold.
Are you regretting it now?
No.
It's like this year in fantasy football, the league that I
Karimio
Ask how much
could
it
just
is?
3-bet and
That
kind of
I'm
go
lucky
with
on
it
you.
against Kevin or Danny.
That's just a
I'd rather play it this way than have 40
I have so much less time than I have in years
They
past.
are really
and I'm
deep,
playing
though.
in more fantasy football leagues than I have in years past. So
He just calls. I think that's a mistake against these players.
good for you.
I know it's scary. I get it.
And by more, I mean one more than I
Well, he
normally
gets
do,
to
but
play against them post-flop, though, and they're very wide ranges. So if he
True.
flops something, it could work out.
yeah.
Like that.
Check. Check. Check.
Kevin just checks it right away. Lucky for him. Danny's going to try to
Yeah.
defend his equity.
I would say good luck getting Karimio off this hand anytime soon.
Watch football, like I just play fantasy football to keep up with the friends and win a little bit of money most of the time.
The draft is really fun.
Yeah, that was like part of the thing. Like, are we drafting in person?
A call feels like the play, but a raise is
Are we
not
going with like
crazy.
2300?
You're like
We're not, right?
2,000 right now?
We're not. We are?
You want to count
We
it?
did last year.
No, that's all right. That's about two.
Grant
That's
said,
fine.
Oh,
Grant
God,
said,
we're not.
Grant said, well, when is it, first of all? I don't have it in my calendar.
Wednesday or something? I think it's Wednesday. God, maybe we're not. I just assume we are. We always do.
Kevin's going to overcall, and Danny cannot love his hand anymore.
I think Danny's done with it unless he
Yeah.
turns something.
Yep, a 4 or a 3. A 4 would be great. A 3, I'm sure, is good enough.
Yeah.
As long as it's not a diamond.
Fine.
Oh,
Piece of cake.
what a life. Karimio will be wishing he raised either pre-flop or on the flop in the future, I believe.
Danny's got to love this spot. Karimio's got diamonds or a big ace almost always.
And Karimio can easily put Danny on diamonds here.
750.
Wow. Danny's the guy who can have a 4, but Danny's the guy who also can absolutely rep a 4 and not have it. He's very capable of that. We've seen him do it.
And he's a Cubs fan, apparently.
Time.
Still mad about Moises Alou.
Is it possible Karimio's thinking about shoving now to deny equity to the diamonds?
It is certainly possible. And it would not be horrible, I think, against Danny and his potential, multiple types of flush draws in his range.
Sure.
Kevin also could have diamonds.
Kevin could also have a 4, though, and that may be one of the things that slows down Karimio a little bit.
Kevin makes a pretty easy fold there, and Karimio's in trouble heading to the river.
1 out. He misses. At least it wasn't a queen?
All the money's going in, I'll tell you that much.
Sure seems like it.
I don't know if Karimio's going to put all his in, but Danny's going to put all his in.
There it is.
All in.
I mean, how can you fold to Danny here?
Yeah, and he makes the call
He
quickly.
had the plan. He had the plan to call.
Respectable for him to have the plan there. It sucks to lose that pot, though.
Yep.
Monster pot goes to Danny. Kevin now has an adversary
25.
worthy of him to fight it out for all the chippies.
What a turn card for Danny. He gets all the value. Danny very good at getting all the value in general.
Yep, because he often
Can I
doesn't
get-
have it.
Yep.
25 from somebody?
It's a guy you got to pay off a lot.
You got it?
No, fair. Nice hand, dude. Nice.
Thank you.
When I said
It's another like
beginning
$5,000 pot getting shipped.
there was going to be more than enough money in reserve, I might have underestimated that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Danny now the second biggest winner, but Kevin just the monster crusher of the game.
He's like a lawnmower right now.
Sure. Lawnmower. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like we
Well,
were saying in the first episode, this is one of those games where you're going to have to make a lot of decisions like Karimio made there, where it's really uncomfortable and you might lose a lot of money. It's an uncomfortable game to be in. The pressure will be on.
60.
Raise to 60. Call. Button folds. Small button folds. Big blind calls.
That go nice.
Stuart could easily squeeze here.
Stuart, I think, is going to squeeze a lot of the time here. It looks like he is putting in a big raise. Is that 300?
Quickly folds out Kevin. Danny's got a really nice looking hand.
He's got a lot of chips in front of him, too. He just won a monster pot.
It would be nice if Stuart had more chips in front of him for Danny to make this
Yeah.
call.
Danny will have position, but he will have stack to pot ratio issues because of Stuart's stack. But he's going to make the call. That may bring in Karimio, too. I don't know.
It's a
Ace
pretty
six is pretty-
sizable raise here.
Yeah, I don't think he should call with this amount.
I'm all right.
Do you hear that? Karimio just went all in.
Holy crap. Is this tilt?
It could be. It's the hand before he just got stacked.
It could also be situational awareness. Stuart is the type who will squeeze with some frequency.
It's true. But in this spot, when Stuart has ace queen, what is Karimio supposed to have that you're afraid of? It's like really hard for him to have you beat with ace queen,
He
right?
could have a big pair that he was hoping for this scenario in. He could.
He could. It's unlikely. You have to slow play a big pair or ace king pre when he's got such an easy 3-bet with those hands.
Danny's pretty sad, by the way.
Yeah,
He's
Danny
not
just-
going to get to see a flop.
Just coughed up 325. Thing is, this is a lot of money Stuart's going to have to put in to make this call. Also, he's getting a price. Let's not forget. So it's fine if Karimio has 10s here.
Absolutely.
It's great. You can, as long as you don't have ace king, aces, kings, or queens, it's fine.
And it's great if he has a6.
Yeah, any other ace. And
And
there's the
Stuart
call.
makes a call.
I think he has to make that call.
Karimio must be just devastated
Yeah.
right now. These last two hands have been a rough little time. Stuart very happy with the fist pump. He's just happy that his decision was right.
Yeah, that's all you can do. So far, so good. An 8 would be interesting.
Just a 6 now for Karimio.
He misses everything. And back-to-back hands, Karimio gets stacked. Wow, wow, wow.
His brain must be in just a washing machine right now.
Yeah.
It's
Seven of
bad
spades.
stuff.
That was good.
Feels tilty. Doesn't
Could've
mean it
been.
was, but it feels tilty.
500 inches.
And chips. Oh, you didn't use rescue.
2, 1.
The table got a little quieter. You could see that they might feel a little bit awkward for Karimio. You know, 2 hands in a row, losing 2.5K each hand.
Yep.
25. 10.
Stuart gets back most of the money, if not all the money he lost to Kevin in last episode, I should say, when he made that hero call with the queen.
Karimio being very cool about this.
Yep.
I like that call, dude. I like that ace queen call.
He's never been anything but cool on the show.
Indeed.
I was just saying that because the 60.
I had it in my head that ace queen is a call and a little less than that. You might let it go.
Stuart is among the green now. And Karimio is throwing the party.
Him and Kevin basically are the yin and the yang.
Yep.
If ace queen was close, then I did my job.
Not as well as
Korean Mike can get a couple Subway sandwiches.
I wasn't as prepared as I should have been.
Straddle?
Like, with questions that were specific to him and his position. We have like questions that we're asking people generally to get a survey consensus on people within the industry, but I should have given more thought to the.
And we're right back on the horse.
Position.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you can have another conversation with him.
Yeah.
He's pretty easy to chat with.
Yeah.
This is the type of hand you could really 3-bet against Kevin if you want to.
Is it right?
But calling is fine too.
You know,
Yeah.
it's not like I.
Nice to be in position with the hand that flops well.
You know,
I told him that you guys are working on something
Yeah,
new. So.
I love my seat. Let me tell you what.
Kareem, did you double check it?
What's that?
Kareem, you double check it? Is it right? You didn't double check it. Ow.
I mean, no is the answer. One,
Good flop for
Two.
Jeremy.
sure. 22.
Backdoor flush draw for Kevin, but that's not
Four.
much.
5, and that was what he had. Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
I mean, it's within a few $100 bucks.
It's within $20.
It's within 1,000, dude. We're close.
We're
Whatever.
close enough.
Kevin's going to peel one.
Good to go.
Interesting.
Close.
Bingo.
Kevin makes a pair. I don't know if that's going to embolden him or not. Hopefully for his sake it does not.
Kevin, not a big folder.
This could be a spot where he folds though. It's pretty tough to put Jeremy on a hand that you're beating.
Yes, it is. Very difficult.
275.
Kevin's going to do it though. He's going to find a way.
He is drawing dead here. An ace or a 6 would be devastating. It's not that.
Just
at
a
least.
5.
Sure.
How decisive is Jeremy?
995 in there.
I bet he's going to go all in for 1.3k and hope Kevin just says screw it.
Kevin's the kind of guy who might just say screw it.
Probably not with this hand. But Kevin could have just made a straight. It's possible. He's the guy who could check call 8-9 of spades on the board on the flop.
560.
Call. 560. Call.
560 and a call. An insta call.
Wow.
Maybe Jeremy should have gone for all of it.
It seems like Kevin didn't care what the size was.
Yep.
That's it, Jeremy.
Well, maybe he did. He heard the number, but
Yeah.
he called so fast.
Very nice.
Huge value for Jeremy.
Really big value. Wow.
Kevin's just putting Jeremy on the lone ace of hearts that took a shot on the flop, picked up the draw, and kept going.
Feels like it.
40, 80, 160. Here, you guys have 320 in
Peer
there.
pressure?
Looks like
Just
we've
say
got
no, Mike.
the
Just say no.
fourth pre-flop raise on.
Yep.
It's okay
Now
to
up
say
to
no,
80.
you know.
Yeah, no pressure.
Of course, of you.
All right, Mike.
Yet.
It's officially
chance,
bullying
Mike.
if there's pressure to put the 320 on.
Yeah.
It's officially
Mike with the
bullying.
9s.
But if the
This is a hand that you're going to have to go all in with against Kevin or Danny or Aaron.
I mean, you effectively have 22 blinds here, right? So you're just going to have to play this hand
Yep.
against
If
most,
he goes to
against
640,
at
I'm
least certain,
definitely
some of the
seeing
players.
1280 for
Any
sure.
of the three middle guys
Yeah.
raises you. You got to go with it.
And even maybe some of the other guys too, maybe,
I'll
but
make it
certainly in
640.
the
How are we
you
gonna
just
play
gotta
5,
get it in and worry about it later.
Oh, but that's a problem because Kevin has kings.
It's so much funnier right after you.
Right after losing that pot too, I would be shoving without thinking about
This
it.
is an easy shove for Korean Mike. If he can get away from it,
So
he'll
much
just
less
call.
money
Good for
right
him.
after you double 2 people up.
It wouldn't really occur to me to do anything but shove.
Absolutely.
I'd be so glad that Kevin 3-bet.
I think you're okay.
Yeah, I'd be like, he has like king 4, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is great.
He's
Like-
tilting a
like
little
jumping,
bit.
yeah, dude.
We get to knock everyone else out. We don't have to see the flop 4 ways or something.
Remember your kids, Kareem. Fuck.
This is honestly pretty sick.
And maybe they're college funds.
I love you.
I'd already be in the parking lot, just to be clear. I would have already lost the hand and be, you know, in the parking lot. There's the call. Now Mike is. Now we got some serious stock to pot issues here. Mike is less than a pot back, so he may be getting it in on most flops anyway.
Yeah, any flop that's not just horrendous, he's probably just going with.
Let's see what happens here.
Everyone was hung in the balance.
It's an ace high flop with the aces. It's all spades though, so Kevin has the nut flush. And he just makes it easy.
Not flush draw, of course.
Of course. Thank you. And kings. This is an easy fold now for Mike. That's a really rough.
I mean, it's Kevin, so you can consider calling, but
That's true.
this is a bad board.
Not if you had the 9 of spades, you could consider calling, quite frankly, against Kevin. But without even that,
Mike should just be happy that he saved 1.1K here and move on.
problem is it is Kevin. And he
That
can
can
show
get-
up with weird stuff.
That can get in your head, for sure. Kevin could have 7-3. We've seen him show up with 7-3
Yep.
twice in the game already, and Mike makes the good fold.
Mike saves 1.1K that I would not have.
It's a miracle. It's a miracle.
I would have one out on turn and river, and Kevin would have redraws were it
Yeah.
me. So great job.
Brian, I have news for you. We've established a small council of Portland poker players, Portland Meadows poker players. And we have some recommendations.
I think Jeremy's hat is too white.
Oh, let's just do it on stream, then it's recorded, man.
I think Jeremy's too white.
No.
Straddle.
Wow. Did he go there
Wrong side. I didn't get an invite to that.
on the internet?
He seemed to.
You want to?
Yeah.
We can make it a large council.
That
That was
joke?
no. As soon as I said it, I was like, damn it.
You knew you said that. Ian fucking doesn't miss a beat.
I was just like, shit.
Right, Mike,
Doesn't miss a
undeterred.
beat. You know it's coming.
Crying Mike?
Korean Mike. I
I said
didn't
cry,
say it well,
like
but
crying Mike, like he's
and
crying.
he's in trouble again.
I'm gonna wait till the end of the session and jump out the window. You guys
Start
are funny.
loading up for the 3-bet. There it is.
Stewart's not a guy you have to go nuts against.
Also, your queen jack is
Yeah.
really different.
It's different.
And the blind raises to
Alright,
40
Mike, you
instead of
ready?
80.
Tag team
Everything's
little
different
friend.
here.
Yep.
Yeah.
This should be an easy fold. It is.
God damn it. And I quote. Punch it.
We have returned.
That's
Let's
what he
see where the
said.
action, shall we?
Jump the curve.
See, now if you're
Jump
Mike,
the
you just
curve.
got 3-bet 2 hands in a
I
row.
don't.
You lost like, you know, $500 in those 2 hands. You could really talk yourself into people are like picking on
Yeah.
you. People think you're weak, but really they just had 2 premium hands, and that's mostly what
Who
happens.
can-
in these
who's got
spots.
everybody
Although
covered?
when it's
Who
Kevin,
can,
it mostly isn't what happens.
sell
Well, it isn't that
just
Kevin's picking on you though.
No.
Kevin just has a mood that he feels like raising.
Yeah.
I don't think he's really going after people very often, if at all.
I think Kevin's 3-bet was to more than 500 on its own, by the way.
That was 450,
I thought
but
it was
maybe you're right.
640.
Oh God, you're right. It was 640.
That seems like
Feels like it should be a thing.
You need chips, Mike.
It's just 70.
I
It's
need
crazy.
chips.
Korean Mike
Who's got
lost
chips? Did I take them all?
like 40% of his stack.
I mean, I have 60.
Thanks a lot.
Did not get to a turn.
And then he took the other
It was
one.
heads up both times.
We're gonna have at least 3-way action here.
And now I owe money to those guys, and you owe me money. And
Call. How good's your liver?
Jeremy could definitely call
Here's
closing
my
the
vote.
action.
Expect him to. Let's see if he does.
you can pick it up off the table
Nope.
when I jump.
Wow.
Not good enough.
All right.
We're right out here in Killingsworth.
I really hope it comes
You're right,
ace
jump
deuce
out
3.
the window.
So Jeremy's sad.
Good flop for Stewart.
Also action Aaron.
He does have the ace of spades as well.
125.
Good call.
Also top.
25.
Well, I know. I was just saying along with top 10.
Ah. Aaron just raises it right on the flop. Spade would have been spicy. We'll sort of take a shot here. He does not. Interesting. Thought he might. Thought he might bluff that, but chose not to.
That would have been fun.
I guess that 5 came in. Some of the straight draws make a pair there, and he's concerned about getting called by a 5 because it's Aaron.
Yeah, because one more wouldn't have been as much fun.
He probably thinks Aaron has more showdown value than draws when Aaron checks back the turn too.
Yeah. But if you get him to fold, anything, that would be pretty cool.
Good analysis, thanks.
Fold.
55.
Raise to 55. Button calls. Small blind folds. Big blind folds.
We got the 3 deuce and the king 7 off.
It's me and the champ. I mean, I can think of 5 other people I'd rather be in the hand with.
3 deuce wins so far.
75. Oh.
Is there any more duct tape?
Kevin called without a second thought on that flop, by the way.
Type that's sticky.
Stuart, you were the one that asked about the demands? Demands for this from the small council?
4 would be
How
really
can we have
bad for
demands
Aaron,
and
by
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah.
You can't
Kevin
demand
checks
anything
back.
with the king,
Shocking.
It's true. Except for the next time.
Aaron has the best of it.
I think that was in the check.
Check.
Kevin just never takes a shot. I think his plan so far has been to not bluff Aaron.
Obviously.
It's interesting to call the king 7 then.
Nice try. Headed in the right direction.
You want to make it 8?
No. You.
Like the second
Well,
or third
you-
time I ever
you-
played
I win
poker
one
against
more,
you, I
then
put out
yes.
my blind while
Oh,
the hand was
it's
still going
okay.
on. But there was a hard betting line,
offer.
and
both.
I didn't have
I
cards
don't
in
know.
front of me, but
Either,
I was just like trying to prepare.
Right.
And
Took it?
no, but there was like a conversation
Raise to
that had to
80.
be had about whether or not like what to do.
Wow.
Small blind folds. Or
It was
button folds.
it was very strange.
Wow. That was the button.
Kevin with just the min raise here. It's not a blind raise. He just decided to min raise.
Small blind calls. Big blind folds.
Karimio could absolutely put in a raise here.
Yep.
Looks
Calling's
he's
fine
going
though.
to. There it is.
Raise to 325. Fold. Call.
Kevin comes in quickly.
Kevin is here to play.
Is Jeremy deep enough to make this call? That's what he's got to be asking himself.
3's better than 2, right?
Pretty close.
The good news is if he makes a set, Kevin's in the hand, and
Somewhere.
we've seen Kevin be unwilling to fold.
That's true.
Juice the pot, and then see what happens.
That is not a set.
Nobody does have the best hand. Hard to know that.
85.
Karimio bets 85.
Wow.
That is a
Call.
1/12 pot bet.
So Jeremy has to call to try and hit a set here, right?
Yeah, now he's got a call. And he lets it go.
Huh.
Make it a little more subtle next time.
You be a little more subtle.
Kevin picks up the flush draw to go with his 6.
From the start.
325.
That's fair.
There's a like 90% chance.
I check.
Nice.
Maybe not.
Huh.
We'll know in 3 to 9
The
months.
chippies are flying. Sometimes in a very small amount.
I mean, we saw back-to-back 5K
You guys out of
pots
footage?
about 15 minutes
Yeah.
ago.
You guys-
Actually, it's probably coming out.
I mean, look. Karimio down over 5,000. Kevin up over 5,000.
Hold on.
3 to 9 days.
They haven't been playing for very long. About an hour total.
We're actually live right now.
Can we edit out that last hand? Or at least just not
Raise
talk
to
about
40.
it?
Oh, I missed.
Sure, no.
Fold.
Dude.
Kevin found a hand that could
Drive
fold.
from the last half an hour, dude. Nobody ever noticed.
I have a chance. Thank you.
Here,
Okay,
find one of
so
these.
150. Folds, small folds. Big blind folds, straddle folds.
What is it?
150.
Okay. One time.
A Bach.
You got it. You got it.
It's an interesting time to say that, is Aaron.
Check.
110.
This should work, but you never know at this table. You might just call this. Nope. You got it. You got it.
Kareem, when that flop came ace ace 6, did you just immediately harken back to that would have been a good spot for my hand 3 hands ago?
That one might still be
no,
fresh, but
but it would have been.
No.
That
Well,
would-
there you go. Just twisted the knife
yeah,
for you.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, now I feel super bad. That's good.
If you're just joining us, that is not a misprint. There are 4 blinds essentially in this game right
Never
now.
had the opportunity.
Okay, if the hand
5
before I had
actually.
just
Oh,
piled
there's
in
the
a bunch
5th.
of money, maybe.
Those are of course dead,
Oh, it was 2.
but we're up to $80. We're playing 5, 10, 20, 40, 80 right now.
And Danny's got 7s. That's a pretty good hand.
Checking
My
the
three-
eighth in
my
half an
340
hour
was
ago.
I think
situational
the
too.
situation is it will never happen.
Fair.
I don't think that's
Fair.
Thank you.
Okay, where are we?
I can
Here's
think
a
of
hand
3
Karimio
situations.
definitely
If you
could
were that
raise.
party, you would have done it.
Was that live or is that a bet?
I don't think it takes that much.
Danny might
Anything.
effectively
Yeah,
jam on him
yeah,
if
so
nobody else does anything.
150.
Raise to 150.
Wow,
Thanks for making
150.
that live.
That's a tiny raise.
It is now.
Yeah, I agree.
Increase our opportunities here,
There's like
Danny.
upsides and
I'm just gonna
downsides
flop.
to this
Says Aaron folded, but he called with 7, 8 of spades.
Yep.
I'll
Dude,
take
I-
the upsides.
And let's
I'd
see what
trade with
Danny
anybody at the
does.
table.
Looks like he's just going to call. He's got 1 out.
Went out to
How much
hit,
did you pay
but
this
he's
guy?
actually ahead.
That's true.
What
That's
are we
true.
doing?
7, 8 of spades is in there as well, like you were
Oh,
saying.
that's not
Oh, wow.
For
That's
Aaron.
a slippery
That's
slope.
strong.
Well, so far it's cost me 5K, so
Well,
probably a
it's
lot.
a gut
dude.
shot.
Kevin makes a pair.
Check.
225.
225.
It's a close one.
So don't get confused by the software that you're seeing. The graphics are wrong.
Unders, gut shot, backdoor flush draw.
Sounds like Aaron's fault.
Yeah,
yeah.
Make it 1,000 just right? Okay.
Kind of.
Yeah. Okay.
It would have been the same either way.
Yeah.
It would have been 1,000. And I guess I got to see the river if I see the turn.
Yeah, you're right. Very much so.
Straddle raise to
20, 30.
40.
Jeremy's going to put on the. Looks like it's going to go. Is he going 60?
No, you can't make
It's
it.
40. He's going 40. Right.
It's got to be 40.
Oh, Danny did 40. Jeremy's doing 80, or he's taking it back?
I think he put out 80 and he's trying to change it to 60 because he actually only has to raise. it to
Karimio has
60.
aces.
Well,
Raise.
that's pretty good.
Oh, that actually
Could've still
technically
made it-
had to be a call.
He did make it 60.
I only put
Yeah.
the 1 chip out of his-
60. Don't. Raise to 150.
Actually,
Another small raise by Karimio.
let's see what I have
Big blind
before I
close.
Before
get
I,
it-
Here they
before I
come.
get- Before I get into a kerfuffle about this.
He's going to have to dodge a whole lot of. He doesn't know what.
I mean, it's going to be 5 ways because Jeremy ain't folding King 10 for $90.
There's a lot of flops that are going to be really uncomfortable for aces here.
Yep.
$755 in the pot. Heading to the flop.
And these guys represent such wide ranges.
Only
You,
5 way to a
you
flop.
know, so wide.
Piece check.
You guys want your cards back?
Ace is holding up so far.
Pretty safe
Actually,
flop.
Holding up pretty well. Jeremy's hand is the biggest threat right now.
I mean, pocket fours, pocket threes, and 4-3. I guess king 4, king 3 suited could be out there too with these guys. But
300.
definitely has to bet it.
I don't see how Jeremy can fold.
No way.
Danny's got 2 back doors and he wants to do something with it, but he lets it go.
Jeremy can't really love that Karimio just bet into 4 players, though, even though he can't really fold yet.
Especially with the king of hearts as a
Well,
backup.
Yeah.
Cool.
Big whiff for Jeremy on the turn. Probably worth another bet to deny equity.
5-6 does come in.
Yeah, that's true, and Karimio does check it back.
He decides to go for pot control here.
Queen is a bit scary.
Yep. But being in position is nice for Karimio here.
Yeah, if Jeremy checks, you're almost always good.
Jeremy's aware that if somehow Karimio had queen and bet it, he just got there.
Karimio must go for value here. I don't know if he's going to get it. I think you might need to go kind of small against Jeremy, something like 500.
900.
He goes 900, 2/3 pot. Now it's a tough spot for Jeremy with top pair. The check back on the turn is going to really throw him.
5-6 did get there, like you said, and Jeremy could be aware that a lot of hands that Karimio might bet on the river might be a bit afraid of 5-6.
Jeremy buys himself 30 seconds with one of those time extensions. This is tough. I mean, Karimio opened a little bit ago, got 3 callers and just checked and never put any money in post flop. Here he opened, got 4 callers, bet flop, and now he's betting big on the river. Karimio did look like he was tilting not that long ago.
True.
So maybe that's a reason to consider calling also. Could Karimio ever have king queen here? Maybe.
How close are you to the bridge?
And Jeremy flicks the chips in. That's a big win for Karimio on the comeback
Yeah.
trail.
Really helps.
It's not one of the ones that I thought about. Nice hand, nice.
That big bet on the river may have
Pockets,
helped him
they're
too.
better, right?
Might have.
Heavier.
Heavier?
The ink's more.
My pocket's so much heavier.
It's gotta feel good to finally win a big one.
Yep.
Still stuck a
Save
lot,
the children, as
but
they
it's
say.
better.
Jeremy goes from
That's not what
profit
they mean.
to
You know,
the red.
thank you. They
You
say.
don't mean
Kevin's
save
still crushing the
children
world.
of upper middle class.
Save the children of the player across the table. Be a hero.
If I had made it 40, I would have folded. Which is some butterflies flapping their wings.
Drop 'em.
You even said it was like a call.
Dude, those are some distant butterflies, bro. Fold. Fold.
Oh yeah, if you'd won the pot, you'd be like, if I made it 40, I would have folded.
Raise to 60.
I would have said
Jeremy
the
just
same.
announced that'll be the last
Button
time he ever
folds.
does that.
I don't even have anything more than a third blind
Said the
now.
same
What are
thing.
these
Dude, this
guys
better be a game
knitting
where
it
you
up
can get it
super
back, 'cause
hard?
If not, I'm fucked.
Because Jeremy's under the gun. He's probably not in the mood.
Jeremy just
I mean,
lost
I don't
that
know.
big pot, yeah.
I don't know.
Kevin's
This
not
game-
in the mood to knit it up. He's got the jack deuce and he's here for it.
You got a pretty good exception that going so far, I think.
Karimio laughing again.
Into that rule.
It's easier to laugh when you start winning.
Danny outflops everybody.
Everybody has a pair.
50. 50.
Nice card for Danny. Karimio might think he's good now a lot of the time, too.
150.
He is going to continue, I think, to charge the draws.
Yep. Kevin's not folding. Wow.
Wow.
Danny can't fold.
That is really optimistic of Kevin there. Is Danny putting in the raise?
Seems...
Yep.
Yeah, I guess that's just to deny equity as well.
Karimio bet pretty small, so it's hard to put Karimio on a super strong hand unless he's got a full house.
Dicey.
Turns out everyone's drawing dead.
You showed you?
I want to see
Depends
that.
on what your kicker was.
These cards.
That one I want to see, Danny.
3 to 9 days.
It was queen 4 of spades.
You gotta keep getting chips on them things.
Yeah. Lucky turn.
Straw.
Big hand for Mike.
He's got about 1,000 effective here.
So basically 50 blinds effective.
Yep, and whoop. Well,
Looks like we're just going to get it all in pre-flop a lot of the time.
yeah, with Mike being 50 blinds effective here, they both would be happy to get it in.
Fold. Button fold.
Chop up that dead money.
And there's more dead money now that Kevin calls with queen jack.
Oh.
Kevin might actually call the all-in. I don't know. Well, Karimio probably will isolate.
Yeah.
Would be my guess.
That's going to make it very hard for Kevin.
But
to
this
call.
is the easiest play in the world for Mike here.
You're so happy Kevin called if you're Mike. It's like so incredible. That extra 245 that there's the all-in.
There's all in.
Should be like $1,000 almost even.
I imagine Karimio will rejam and protect both of them
Have to
from the
imagine that.
wild Kevin.
Have to believe it.
I think if Karimio calls, Kevin will call.
I don't know, but I can't imagine he's really going to do that. Let's see.
You don't love it if you're Karimio. Mike has not been super active.
50 blinds. You got ace king suited.
You just got to go with it
Just
anyway.
don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I mean, one red chip is leeway.
You just don't have to be happy about it, but you have to go with it.
I'm on.
There's all in.
There we go.
Oh.
Pushing out Kevin.
And if Kevin could see the hands, he would call quickly.
And
Oh. I left
Oh,
cards.
you were still alive. You were still alive.
You guys are
And
real
likely
each
to
other.
scoop.
Yeah, I had queen jack. It would have been sick. Look, ready? No, there's the king. All right, sweet. Ooh. Oh, I still have a lot
Spades
of
still
Up,
alive.
up,
Still
up.
alive.
Oh, one more glove!
Shit.
One more glove! Oh,
Oh.
gross!
Nice hand.
Oh, fucking gross! I'm gonna throw
And I had a
up.
feeling
I'm
it
so
was
sorry,
coming up
Mike.
too. That's all right.
Oh,
I apologize.
yucky.
so that was Karimio calling for the club and then immediately yelling how gross it was once it came in.
Well, you feel a little weird about it, right?
Yeah.
But Karimio's happy, I'm sure. And maybe he'll be happy next time, too. We'll see you next time for some more poker time.